Another high value cheapy knife from China. This time it's not a Sanrenmu or Land. This, some of you might know, it is a B or an Enlan. I believe that's the same company. This is the B L-01. It is a tip-up right side carry with a liner lock, thumb disc open with a tanto blade, plain edge. I believe those are they look like canvas micarta handles or scales. Looks pretty cool. Give you a close-up on it. Has a nice clip. Actually, excuse me, this is right side tip down carry. My mistake there. Torque screws for disassembly. Open back design. And you see these scales kind of have this alternating, I guess, notches that are put in to give you some grip, and it kind of puts a nice, cool pattern into this as well. And there's the thumb disc. Okay, now let's zoom back a bit so you can kind of see some of the workings of this. It's a fast opening knife. Really like that about it. And it's smooth. Like all these knives that I've been playing with from these Chinese manufacturers have just been super high quality, really smooth, really easy to open. This one is no different. This is the only thumb disc pocket knife that I've gotten from them, and I'm pretty impressed. It works really well, and of course the blade material again is the Chinese AUS 8. It is the 8CR13 MOV stainless, a hollow ground, tanto plain edge, very sharp as always. Very good pocket knife. It's decent size. Completely open, we're looking at almost 8 inches, 7.5 inches, 7.5, 7 and maybe, I don't know, yeah, probably 7.5, maybe 7.75. It's not too big personally. I don't mind carrying, big pocket knives. As you can see, some of my other videos, I have some real big knives, like the Cold Steel Voyager XL, or the real big monster, the Raja 2. So, relatively speaking, this is not a huge knife for me, but it is a big knife for probably most people. You can get a full hand grip on it. My hand is decent size. So I said a lot of good things. Now, for a knife this price, which we're talking sub $20, you're not going to get everything perfect. For example, this knife, the way that the scales are fastened onto the liner, there's a small problem that I'm having. As you can tell, these two hex screws are on the back, near the back of the blade. And then, same on the other side. There's nothing on this side of the scale that fastens itself down to the liner. So, what happens is that you have very tight seams between the scale and the liner on the back side. But on the front side, we have some gaps. And some of these gaps are very noticeable. And I mean, I can, let's take another knife. I can show you what's happening here. Here's a Sanrenmu 333. I mean, it's so big that you can almost pry this thing up with a thin knife blade. So I guess part of it has to do with just the design. You know, they should have thought about maybe putting another hex screw right there, or maybe right there, to kind of keep the scales from riding up. But you know, for what you get out of this package, it's hard to complain. It's hard to complain about any of these knives, right? Because you're not paying that much, and what it does for you is so incredible. So that's why I think these knives that I'm getting, they're knives. They're not knives to collect. They're knives to use, and I expect to use all of these knives until they die. You know, sooner or later, I'll abuse these knives to the point where I just have to throw them away. But you know what? I won't feel bad at that point. I'll feel bad if I threw away Chris Reeve or threw away Emerson, but I won't feel bad if I had to throw one of these away. So again, this is the B L-01. For good or for bad, I think this is a good value and a good quality knife. Just know its limitations. Thanks for watching.